Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for Muzz Edgeworth to catch Sheena, also known as probably Eucalisto. So let's do the coat last, because obviously the coat's going to be the one. So let's do makeup. I believe I'll examine her makeup. What's this? It looks like a very thin paintbrush. It's a lip brush. It's for putting on my lipstick.
Ugh, I found something with a lot of weird powder inside, sir.
That's just foundation powder in there. It's nothing to get worked up over. Wow, you two sure know a lot about makeup. I think I need to confiscate them for a bit. Oh, I never knew makeup consisted of this stuff, too. I see. Oh. She seems to be completely absorbed in her study of cosmetics.
I guess there really wasn't anything suspicious in Agent Sheena's makeup.
I suppose not. Let us move on and examine something else. So maybe shoes, but I'm pretty sure coat's the answer. Let us examine her shoes. There doesn't appear to be anything particularly odd about them.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. You know what they say about men who stare at women's shoes for too long, right?
How scandalous. I am merely doing my job, Agent Lang. I don't see how that warranted a comment. Now then, there is some dirt on the shoes, but otherwise, these seem particularly normal.
I guess there was a
Okay, last one. Obviously the coat's the one, because it got on his coat, it's gonna get on this coat. Let's examine the coat.
Yes, sir.
It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Sheena? The Aragarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat. And I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire. I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie?
Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Your words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace, which I can... What? How? You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe.
Huh? But me, sir? What did I do?
This coat is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat.
I don't get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir.
All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance on the coat hem is. Oh, and you think you can do that? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of this coat. Bobbly's ink. But Bobbly's ink? Yes, this is what would prove that the coat went through that fireplace. According to Ambassador Palliano, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning. He told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Bobbly's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. Whoa, that was weird. So I would have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. You have no way of proving whether or not this is Bobbly's ink on the coat hem. Oh, but I do. And I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Bobbly's ink. Burn the coat! We can find out whether that is Bobbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're going to prove that it's Bubbly's ink?
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here now what the dark substance is.
Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat.
Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something? Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light some smoke bombs. Then if I could please have one, Kay, we can get this experiment underway. The flame. Also, there's no way that coat burned that fast.
It's the same color as the flame's white crystal oil produces, which means...
Bubbly's ink is a product of white crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarazu's other wing. Mishina, you're the fake Yatagarazu. The one who killed my father. It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena. Or should I say... Callisto you?
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking type to you? Callisto you. I've never heard that name before in my life. That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it.
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true, ugly form to the world. Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. Do I really have something that can prove that she is Callisto you? I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years. Give me the animus, Edgeworth. I will, Kay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this clip. With this, and clip this Yatagarasu's wings for good. I assume the perfume? Yeah, she's been holding it. This perfume, this will prove you to be Callisto you. It will? He has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle? This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well. Now, this is about a perfume you spilled, that I've preserved ever since. Huh. I heard from my father, Bern Faraday, that if it's stored under the correct conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades. Which means that your fingerprints are still on here, every last one. We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? Holy shit! Alright, she's gone mad! Oh! Okay, she's still going. Jesus! I wouldn't, okay, alright. Only if I was lady could I do that, keep that laugh up. It looks like you've seen right through me yet again. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth. Callisto, you... So I've shown your true face at last. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than that 7 years ago.
Sheena, you're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man.
So you were a spy after all. All along, a mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after. Someone who has been feeding them intel on Interpol all this time.
Very good. Maybe you're not as big of an idiot as I thought. Callisto, you? The woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yatagarasu. That's right, Callisto you. That's just one of my many names. But even that is just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Great Thief Yatagarasu. At least do you? This time you won't escape, for this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know, you're the one who left the strongest impression on me, K. Faraday. And had you not used the Yatagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being a thorn in my side, just like your father always was. Kay, don't!
Kay, don't!
I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him. Mr. Faraday, too, possessed such laughable honesty.
Oh no! It's a gun! Kay! That can't go right now, pal.
You're despicable. Let me go, you filthy... You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu. But that's impossible. My father was the one who created Little Thief. Hey, Edgeworth. Yatagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is?
Why it has 3 legs?
This means there's 3 Yatagarasus?
I know, here we go. There are 3 main reasons why the Yatagarasu will always be 1 step ahead. First, the Yatagarasu will always know the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. No, it can't be.
Did you finally figure it out? Do you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is...
Burn Faraday, Callisto, it's neither person?
The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Burn Faraday nor Callisto you. But by the same token, they are also both the real Yatagarasu.
How very perceptive of you. No way!
A single person known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu never existed.
Mr. Edgeworth? No, I refuse to believe this.
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu will always know the exact location of the target object. And the lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of client corporations. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be well versed in the ways of a criminal. And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind, ever.
It's him with a gun.
Yep! Detective Bad. It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. You're the 3rd member of the Yatagarasu? You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you.
Why, Mr. Bat? Long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team.
You killed one of us.
We were such a great team. Then why did you kill my father 7 years ago? Why, indeed. It was nothing personal, really. He was just another person I had to kill. How can you say that? I grew weary with this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time I won't miss.
Stop! You! Kay! Kay! It's over, Sheena.
Oh! Your leg!
Agent Lang?
Yeah.
You idiot, what were you thinking jumping in front of my gun like that?
That's not the right voice, I know it is.
What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come to her, Not even from you.
You really are an idiot. You know that?
That's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey, sis.
Yes?
I want you to conduct a full body search. Sheena might have another weapon on her.
Alright. Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please.
Sir! What am I doing? Hey, I found something!
The knife!
What is this, sir? It looks like the blade of a knife, but doesn't have a handle.
This is a great find, Detective.
Huh? It is, sir?
Let's try pairing up with the blade with his handle. Boop! I believe this blade actually belongs with the handle that was on the murder weapon.
Hey, they fit together perfectly.
I'm not. Yeah, I lost my Gumshoe voice. I think it's the Lang voice messed me up, or the bad voice messed me up. This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched.
I'm gonna go return this to the. I'm gonna go return this Bobbly's knife now.
All right. I trust that you'll make sure that it is returned to the Ambassador Paliano. Bobbly's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it, Callisto you. Well, the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochin's murder. Which means that you must be Mr. Cochin's killer. You killed Mr. Cochin with the alabaster knife.
Blah.
Switched the handles and then took the original blade of the Bobbly's knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spotted by Kay near the open-air stage. You used the fireplace to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her of the murder. Does that about sum it up? That voice! You crafted an engaging tale, Edgeworth, but there are two problems with it. Problems? In what respect? Why do you think my real reason was in allowing her to chase me after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What? When I saw you using that device at Gatewater Land, I knew right away that you were Byrne Faraday's daughter. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were the one on the trail of Yatagarasu. And that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochin's murder on me. Yes, I knew you would show up at this embassy tonight. Though I thought to use you, but pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal. You had another? Yes. Once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you. And take back the device that rightfully belongs to me, the true Yatagarasu. You're gonna take little thief away from me? 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that Faraday was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. Then the person who stole the Yatagasu's key was Mr. Faraday?
That incident 7 years ago. What was that catalyst behind it?
In the eyes of the smuggling ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu? Why? There's no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring wasn't Mr. Cochin? Then the real ringleader is still out there pulling the strings.
Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. And you're going to tell me everything you did tonight. You understand, Sheena?
I guess I should tell you then that I was the one who set the Bobbly's embassy on fire. And why did you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all the evidence of the counterfeit bills.
That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then why start two fires?
Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun. Now it's your turn to enjoy the ride. Oh god, there's more? Wait, I mean Machina. Yes. When I fell to the floor earlier, these fell at my feet. What about them? They're such pretty hair sticks that I thought, well, that I should return them to you. You can have them. They're of no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away. No, I want to keep them. Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot, Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight.
What? What?
I'm not saying that as a sore loser. I think of it as a hint, if you will.
Mr. Prosecutor.
Yes, Agent Lang?
Mark my words, I'm not done here, and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be.
He's gonna start quoting Lang Shi soon, isn't he? His anger appears to have negated the sensation of the pain in his injured leg. So the case isn't over, then. It's finally over, Kay. I feel like I've peed into her heart a little, you know? It's so cold and dark, and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands, the one who thought my father was a problem to be removed, that person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring. Miss Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones they were selling for the Jamma Ninja show. But until this case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome. I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck on the ends of these sticks. I assume they're the other thing, that picture. Hair sticks and the thing.
Oh, I guess it's about time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Pops, thanks a bunch for, you've really done a lot for everyone these years.
Detective Bad, don't tell me today is the day.
Yeah, it is. With this, I can retire in peace. I didn't die 2 days from retirement, isn't that something? It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, you, the Yatagrasu, were chasing after.
The legend of that Yatagrasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Is it really true, Uncle Ben? Were you also part of Yatagrasu?
As I said to you earlier, Kay, I'm truly sorry. I wanted nothing but a peaceful life for you.
Uncle Ben?
Hey, don't take it so seriously. It's all just one big joke, right?
Unfortunately, it isn't.
Oh, come on, sir. She's just taking on my chain, isn't she, Mr. Edgeworth?
Detective Bad? Wait, no, you are no longer a detective. Mr. Bad, I'd like to ask you about the Yatagrasu.
Now you do, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, here, I should give these back to you.
Cage 8 incident. Oh yeah, I've been wondering about that. These are the pages from the Cage 8 case files that the Yatagrasu stole from my office. Oh, it was him who put the gun to his back then.
Huh? Wait, what? Mr. Edgeworth, I must apologize for last night.
Yeah, it was him. The Yatagrasu who stole into my room was you, was it?
Wait, and that means what? Tell me it's not true. Tell me, that's too insane for me to believe, sir. It's true, even if it's not something you want to hear. The Cage 8 incident, it was a very emotionally trying case. We stood in that courtroom, Faraday as the prosecutor and I as the lead detective. Faraday had evidence in his possession that would prove the defendant guilty. However, because it was stolen, the defendant was found innocent. You was the older sister of the victim in the case.
when the defendant was pronounced not guilty, she let out a great wail. That's when we realized that there was a limit to what the law could do. The only way to bring someone like that to justice was to do so outside of the courts. Oh, this is what caused the Yata Gracio. I thought the Yata Gracio was already happening at this point. It was, wasn't it? Yeah, the Yata Gracio was happening at this point, but her sister got killed. So they want darker? That's what we thought at the time. That's how we formed the Yata Gracio. I thought Yata Gracio caused this first situation, the first incident. Now I'm confused. I guess I read everything wrong earlier. That's how we formed the Yata Gracio. And vowed to bring the light any dirty dealings companies had with the ring, including companies that dealt with the Amano Group. Mr. Amano's conglomerate? We called ourselves the Yata Gracio and flexed our collective muscle. We exposed all sorts of shady dealings as a warning to the business world as a whole. By doing that, we were able to stop the higher-ups from covering things up. And then it was finally time. We finally arrived at the moment when we'd find out the ringleader's true identity. It was then that you literally stabbed us in the heart, and Faraday, he died for it. But why? Wasn't she the sister of the victim of the KJ8 incident? Apparently she wasn't. After Faraday's death, I looked into her past. And that's when I found out that she was a phony. The victim of the KJ8 incident, CCU, was an only child. She never had a sister. What? Then that means... Sheena wasn't the only fake name she used. Callisto U was also another pseudonym. From the very beginning, that woman was a spy sent by the smuggling ring. She said it herself. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. Anyway, let's return to the real topic at hand. Mr. Edgeworth, this trump card that we stuck onto this page of the case file, please use it wisely. Trump card? That photo that we stuck on there, try peeling it off. Behind it slumbers a piece of evidence that Faraday hid away all these years ago. It's the mark of the Yata Gracio, but why? This is a directives card from the big boss. Take a look at the back. This was something Kochin had on him at the time of the KJ8 incident, 10 years ago. That blood is from the victim of the incident, Miss CCU. But why is the card adorned with the mark of the Yata Gracio? She was the original Yata Gracio. The reason why we called ourselves the Yata Gracio was because of the three-legged raven mark that the smuggling ring's boss used. Apparently orders from the boss would come on these cards without fail. Oh, okay. Okay. So they made themselves the opposite Yata Gracio, the mess with the boss. The person who sees the order was supposed to burn it immediately after reading it. And apparently it burns a bright green flame when it's set ablaze. So you mean the cards were written in Bobbly's ink? The fact that the card that Kochin was sent made it into Faraday's hand at all is nothing short of a miracle. We decided that whenever we stole anything, we would send a card along with it to the police. So that's what those white cards are. The great thief that used the mark that only those within the ring would know. It was our message to the ringleader that we were only a few steps behind. Okay. Oh, we're not done. Something's coming. Because we still have to find the ringleader, right? And one more thing, Detective Gumshoe. I'm entrusting this to you. My lollipop. It's everlasting. Worth a lot of money, actually. Oh, a tape. What's this, sir? This is what I was talking about earlier. During the KJ8 incident trial, Faraday had this in his possession. This important, definitive piece of evidence. But I thought it was stolen. How do you have it? The person who stole it from us 10 years ago was a man by the name of Ernest Amano. Oh! And he had it locked and hidden away for all this time.
But we forced him to tell us where it was, finally, after the other day's kidnapping case.
Okay. This video?
Well, don't come any closer, I'm warning you.
This is the same video as the one Mr. Portsman was trying to conceal from me.
Yeah, it would seem that even he was caught up in the ring's web. Amano was preparing to take on the boss someday. And the video was his insurance. That's where that prosecutor comes in. He was to retrieve the video. On top of that, he was apparently instructed to sneak into your office and steal the trump card. You saw it for yourself, right? The card that told him to preserve the evidence?
And that card was not the calling card of the Aragasu, but rather the directives of a card from the ringleader to Mr. Portsman?
The two pieces together make for a strong weapon for whoever holds them.
The evidence Mr. Portsman thought to withhold from me, and the one that you stole from my office last night. Both pieces are illegal, and for me to use either one is...
Whether you use them or not is up to you. But they will be of help to you when you take on someone who is above the law.
Is the boss one of those who cannot be brought to court, that Mr. Faraday spoke of? Detective Bad? There's no limit to the law for what... It is people who determine the limits to them.
You still insist that even now, you really are something else. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, the handcuffs. It's time to lock up the last remaining member of the Yatagarasu. Pups! Don't ever lose your detective spirit. Pups? Why is this happening? This isn't justice. Like I always told you, do not get emotionally involved. Now let's go. Yes, sir. I'm allowed to cry all the way out, right? Because I'm gonna cry a bunch right now.
Is this really the end of a legend?
Did we continue? Oh, we're not done! Oh, damn! Oh, wow! They got us. I thought that was over. It ain't over, baby! It ain't over! Alright, there's more. Damn! I didn't expect that! I didn't expect that! Okay. Now what? Alright, March 15, 12:07 a.m. The Atrium Neutralis lobby. Alright, so that'll be it for this one. Oh man, I thought we were gonna be done right there. We're not done. There's still the ringleader. Maybe it's Jammin' Ninja. I don't know what the... Okay, so it could be the old man. It could be Poliano. It might be Poliano because of the Bobbly's ink. He could just be a fake button idiot, but he might just be an idiot. There's not many other... There's just Quackus and Poliano. That's all that's left unless there's another character to show up. I don't know. I have no idea. But for now, that right there is the game. I had fun. Hope you had fun watching. That's what's all about it. Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. Honestly, I thought maybe, like, when it came to the Artography, I thought it wasn't dead. It had to be maybe bad. But there was 3 people, so that explains that whole thing. All right. See ya.